Right then guys, we are in the shed at the minute and I'm currently doing my first ever oil change that I've done personally on this moped. I've done an oil change on a quad bike before, but this is my second actual ever oil change in my life doing. And this is the first one I'm doing on my own because I've done the first service on this at the garage and I did the second service on this at the garage, and now I'm not paying any more money for them to do servicing on my bike, so I'm going to do it all myself. So I've drained the oil, as you can see there. It's pretty black. I'll show it you in a minute when it's fully drained and finished. The plug that I've taken out is actually in the oil along with the filter, which I'm going to clean because it came out with pressure because it's on a spring as well. That's in there. I've got a bit of knowledge of doing oil changes. Like before I took the bottom plug out to drain it, I took the what's it called, the dipstick out, just to allow it to flow better, I think that is, and get all the oil out. When I put the new oil in, I'm going to, on the seal around the bottom plug, I'm going to put a bit of oil, fresh oil on it from the oil there. I'm going to put a bit of that on it because apparently that makes it a better seal. It don't rip the O-ring on it. And then obviously I'm going to fill it back up. I don't know exactly how much goes in here. It said 800 mil, but as you can see on here, only about 600's come out. 600 mil, so I don't know whether, and my bike said it was running like perfect amount of oil, so I don't know about that. Well, maybe if I tip the bike, more will come out. Might lift the back end up in a minute, see if any more comes out. Get a bit of battery, lift it up a bit. I might put it off the middle centre stand and see if any more comes out. But yeah, I'll get back to you in a minute when I take the plug out. Right then guys, we've got the oil here. I'm about to go fishing in it for the plug and the spring and also that filter which we need to clean out. It's going to be a bit of a messy job. Should be a bit warm oil because I did warm the bike up for 10 minutes before I did the oil change. Oh, it's thick oil, that, you know. Just playing with the oil at this point, but it's quite thick, it's quite black. I think I was overdue an oil change. Like, yeah, I think I was definitely overdue that. There's my filter. That's what we've been looking for. Filter, up there. What's this? That's the plug. Dripping everywhere, man. Now we should be looking for the spring. There he is. That. I recommend doing your oil change yourself because it's just common sense, really. Nothing else, just make sure. Shouldn't be. Yeah, we're looking good. It's thick oil, that though. Very thick oil. Definitely overdue the oil change, that was. Found a good way of taking your gloves off like that as well. Stops any oil getting. Well, not much oil getting anywhere. Good way, I found that. Right, so that's that. We're going to clean these parts up. We can get rid of this thing now to put a new pair of these black gloves on. It's not really a how to do an oil change this video, it's just me thinking, well, I thought I might as well record the oil change while I'm doing it, you know what I mean? Just thought I might as well. Thought you guys might like to see it, you know? Alright, we'll put this oil out of the way for now. Alright, we're going to be practical, we're going to get pieces out so that I don't touch the tissue again. I think we're almost out of tissue. Yeah, we're out. We're out, mate. It's all gone on this. It's all gone. Oh Jesus! It's cracking off here. Right, let's clean up the filter. Clean the filter up. I don't know why I decided to do a oil change today, to be honest. I just was a bit bored. Thought, you know what, the bike does probably, but it definitely did, need an oil change. So I thought, might as well go and do it now. I'm not doing anything else, you know what I mean? I've got my eye on a bike for next year. And if I do, it just depends. With this bike, they don't make it anymore, and if there's a good one at the time when I'm going to buy one, I will buy it. Like, I'm talking definitely, hopefully under 10,000 miles on the clock. I found a good one with 5,000 on the other day. That was a decent one. But yeah, I really like a bike at the minute, which I've got my eye on, and hopefully by about end of March we'll be getting that bike, and this bike will sadly be leaving us at the end of March. So yeah, it's done well, the bike, to be fair. I didn't think this Chinese bike would last the time that it has lasted. I thought I was going to be reverted back to the pedal bike, but it's lasted. This is pretty dirty anyway, because the underneath of my bike is absolutely ditched. So we know we're going to get it perfect, this bit. The big, oh dear, big lump of metal in there. It's like my engine casing or something, just like sheared off into the oil. Well, it's probably a mess inside that engine, I tell you now. Probably a right mess. Yeah, that's the seal I was on about earlier. When you put the new oil in, I'm going to just put a line of oil around that, the fresh oil, before I put it back on, because I've read that prevents the seal breaking.
Heaven just knows what it was. Will I go back to the place where I belong? Everyone could break my heart, but I try my best to not fall apart. And I find it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. You'll be my pleasure. I got nothing to be scared of, because where people live, there is always love. I know the answers in my heart, So I'll try my best to not fall apart. And I find it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure? Find it hard to let go. Memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure? Heaven just knows what it wants. Will I go back to the place where I belong? Everyone could break my heart, but I try my best to not fall apart. And I find it hard
from the young arm. Don't really say too much, girl, you know my money loud. Just a pull up, then I shut it down. Haters talking shit, but they get nervous when I come around.
let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. You'll be my pleasure. I got nothing to be scared of, because where people live, there is always love. I know the answers in my heart, so I'll try my best to not fall apart. And I find it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure?